Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Britton, and I play Michael.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys remember where we left off, so I'm going to give you kind of a synopsis. Because I was stupid and didn't write down notes, so I had to quickly remember. So Elena, if you have notes, or Britton, you have notes, and I do not say anything, please let me know. Thank you. So where we left off initially is though your characters don't fully know, we are in some form of the dreamscape. We are in some level of the dreamscape. Do you know where you are exactly? Absolutely not. Michael and River are in a cabin in the middle of a forest or woods, whatever you want to call it, with giant shadow wolves kind of circling the cabin around and around. Michael just found River in said cabin. Frank is with Michael and River as a cute little jackalope. Yay, so cute, a baby. Remy was getting traumatized in her house, what it felt like Christmas, and it also felt like Groundhog's Day, where the day kept happening over and over and over and over again.
Once a fucking again, art imitates life.
I hate you.
If you know, you know.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
If you know, you know. If you know,
I'm sorry and I hate you. I'm sorry and I hate you.
It's okay. I hate me too.
Remy, you were getting traumatized on Christmas morning by your parents, and also, it was kind of Groundhog's Day over and over and over and over again. You found documents in several places showing of your mutant abilities and everything, and you were just like, oh, that's wild. And then you left your house, and then you turned back, and your house was completely ramshackled and empty and broken and decrepit looking, right? Awesome. So then you decide to go toward the woods. Oswald, you were having a normal day in Anchorage. You were hanging out with your friend Jake. You were doing normal high school, college guy stuff. I forgot what age you were there. And then you were given a task by a client to get you some credits. You went on a bus, and that bus dropped you off near said forest, and you are headed into the forest as well. So that is where we officially left off. Does anybody need any more clarification on anything?
No, that's pretty much it.
I did it? Awesome. I'm so proud of me.
You did the thing.
You did the thing.
Ever just pull out what you remember from last time just out of your ass? That was
No, I never pull out.
I know you don't.
Too many people like to be bred.
Bren, that's not okay. I have a reading.
What was that?
Nothing. What?
That's what I thought.
Remy, as you're headed into the woods, Oswald, you're headed in the woods, and I'm going to say, Remy and Michael, I'm just going to table for just a second. I'm going to focus on these two. Cool? Okay, so Oswald, you are in front of the forest right now. The bus has already left. As soon as you stepped off, the bus left. So you are now stranded looking into this forest.
Sounds fun.
What are you doing? Are you going to go in? Or are you just going to stand there? You're going to wait for your client to text you again?
I think I'm going to stand there and annoy you for half a second. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm going to, stare into the forest and just be like, this doesn't seem like a fantastic idea, but how far can I see into the forest?
You can see past a few trees. Other than that, it's pretty dense.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll take a deep breath and then just go in.
Okay. Do you not want to text your client or anything? You're just kind of going in?
Yeah, just go in.
Okay. So as you take your first steps in, the wind that you were feeling kind of shifts and starts going a different direction, and you take your first steps in. It doesn't become dark. There's still sun shining down because you did go on in the middle of the day, and you start your way into the forest. Remy,
Mhm.
I know you started heading into the forest
Uh-huh.
right before we ended last time, so you're kind of already like there.
Yeah, I
So
imagine I'm like a few yards in.
Yeah. So the difference between your forest and Kyle's forest, or in Oswald's forest, sorry. The difference between Remy's forest and Oswald's forest is that yours isn't in the middle of the day. Yours is actually like kind of 7 o'clock in the middle of winter, so it's like dark.
It's dark.
So it's hard to see anything. Like it's
Okay.
pretty like I can say you can tell when there's like a tree in front of you, because I don't want you to be smacking into trees every 5 seconds, although funny would be annoying. So
Well, everyone has some semblance of night vision, so I feel like my eyes are slowly adjusting.
Emphasis on slowly.
Slowly.
So while you go further and further into the forest, because you're farther in than Oswald is, who is currently just making his way into said forest, you start hearing whispers and like just like different offsets of like kind of what's happening around you. And the farther you go in, the more you can hear the voices. And this is one conversation as you start feeling like you're going toward more of the center of the forest, a very harsh conversation, it almost sounds like, where you can hear your father just kind of go, "No, I can't. We can't tell her. For her entire life, she has only known that mutants are bad. She has no idea of what she holds. She can never know." Okay, but what happens if something happens at school and her powers just emerge? What happens if that? We can't just keep it from her. We can and we will. It's the only way to keep her safe. Do you understand me? I understand, but I feel like if we at least train her so she knows what to like look for, she's going to think she's bad because of what we taught her. That was our fault. We weren't expecting her to come out with powers. I wasn't expecting any form of my mutant gene to come out in her. I was hoping, I was praying, and guess what? It happened. But my love, you don't understand. What if school is very stressful, and I don't know if you noticed, but she definitely carries my anxiety along with yours. There's absolutely no way that she is not going to. We're not talking about this anymore. You got that? Fine. Okay. It's always on you. It's always you saying, "Oh, I cannot do anything. I am the smarter one out of both of us, and you know that. I am the one that keeps this together. If I wasn't pretending to be friends with Jeanette Astoria, what do you think was going to happen?" And he just goes, "Stop." And she goes, "Fine." And that sort of conversation just sort of kind of goes out into the forest the farther you go in. On the other side of you, Remy, a voice that kind of you don't want to remember, but you do. And it sounds very much like a younger Warren, where he's just like, "What do you mean you're always home alone? That's wild. No, come on. You can come hang out with me. I promise you'll be safe and you'll always have someone to talk to." And that immediately goes away. And the farther and farther you go into the forest, the more these whispers just start like hitting your head where like all these traumatic memories that you either seen or you've heard in some form, way, or fashion starts to come back to you, and you start realizing you've heard all of these conversations, but for some reason you forgot about all of them.
Oh, fun. Yay.
You forgot because trauma.
Yeah. My brain did a little too well at protecting me.
Yeah, right.
You're like, fuck, I knew.
Let's count our trauma responses on both hands. 1, 2.
So I'm going to move to Michael and River, who are in the cabin, and then we'll go back to Oswald real fast. Michael, when you first walked into the cabin, you basically saw a very small girl in a red hood, and she's basically tried to throw a knife at you as soon as you walked in, and she's hiding underneath the window. And River is still looking at you wildly, and she goes, "How do you get in here? Why are you here?"
The door is open. I don't know what else
thank
really
you.
to tell you.
Thank you, Einstein. How do you get past the wolves?
Dumbass.
How do you get past the wolves?
There's wolves.
There's a lot of wolves. There are like 3 shadow wolves just circling out there.
I'm too quick for them. How about that?
Okay, all right. Okay, Einstein. And you can tell, actually, can you give me an awareness, Michael?
Ooh, awareness.
Awareness or fortitude? You can choose which one.
Where is awareness at? I don't even see.
It's the top
there
one.
it is. Okay, I see it now. Well, that'll be a 17.
A 17. You have never seen this girl before in your life. She's just a girl in a red hood. You don't know who she is.
Now, who are you again?
Who the fuck are you? Don't ask me who Hey, you walked into my house, buddy.
My name is Michael.
Michael. Okay. Let's see. All right.
And this is my friend over here.
So River, like, as soon as you say Michael, she gets this glint in her eye and she starts giggling. She goes, "You don't remember me, you dumb fuck." Okay. So she like peeps out the window and she goes, "I don't know. Like, I know you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. So this is gonna be wild for both of us." What? I just sort of woke up here. Where did you come from? Let's have a chat.
I came from up that hill.
Up
He's
that
an
hill.
inch closer.
She goes, okay, all right. She goes, up that hill. What was it? Just like basically just a pathway to me? Because that's awkward.
I'm gonna say it was a pathway. I kind of had to run through the woods to get here.
Okay, all right, okay, cool. Yeah, there's like a bunch of shadow wolves just like circling this place, and I've been like hiding out here because I feel like hiding is better than, going to deal with the situation at hand, if you know what I mean. I feel like that's like a lot of nope, and I feel comfy and warm and safe in here. That's safe. This is safe.
He's gonna look back. He's gonna say, "Frank, can you shut the door, please?"
When Frank like jumps out and just like slowly shuts the door, and he like weirdly enough, you've never seen like a bunny jump this high, but he like extends, jumps, and like locks the hatch, and then like is down and like jumps back to you.
Thank you.
And you just hear him go, "Meep!"
You
And
go
he just nuzzles into you.
pet his head.
River like is looking at the jackalope, looking at you, and Michael, this is the first time I think that you're actually like looking down kind of at your clothing, because it's definitely it definitely changed from when you last remember going to sleep. And this is like, you don't remember like going to sleep. This is kind of just your reality now, but you're wearing kind of like a kind of a laced up tunic, and it has a hood on it, and you have like kind of like a little bit more like poofy breeches than you're used to. They have like a lot of different pockets and everything in there too, for like just different things. And in the corner there is, like, in the corner of the room, I will give you this, there is an axe. So just so like you know exactly what's going on with what Michael is exuding here.
Okay. You said the axe is in the corner of the room?
The axe is in the corner of the room, but you clocked it, and I'm not even gonna have you like do any form of like move for that. You know that axe is in this room.
Yeah. Okay.
So River's just sort of looking at you and goes, "Yeah, so I just sort of woke up here, and I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel safe. It feels like someone's watching me even though I'm in a cabin. Does that make sense?"
In a way, it does. I mean, if you say there's wolves out there, then the wolves could be watching you.
I don't think it's the wolves. Actually, it could be the wolves. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Yeah. So, like,
Can you mind if I call you Red?
Yeah, you can call me Red. That's fine. That's cute.
Okay. Cute. Well, listen, Red. If you think you're being watched, do you mind if I just kind of hang out with you for a bit?
No, please. Yeah, no, you seem like you won't kill me, so I'm into that.
Okay.
Into that.
Good. I will not kill you. I promise.
Thank you. I love the honesty.
Plot twist.
Don't kill me.
Plot twist. She's gonna try to kill me.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we're going to Oswald. It's gonna be like a full like scene shift where we go into the woods with Oswald, and there's light coming down from different parts of the trees. Even though the trees are like very big and dense, you can still like have those little beams of light coming down. The birds in the trees, though they don't sound like your normal birds from 2022 because they're all robots. That was a joke. It's not computer. Nobody come for me.
It's okay. This just follows up with the theory that all birds are actually drones.
That's what I was going at.
Yeah.
Oh
because
my God.
Good old Reagan had to kill all the birds and turn them into drones.
We were just talking about that in the pirate game, about how all phones are drones. Because I was like, okay, guys, did you hear about how, like, at the beginning of 2020, how all the birds just started dropping out of the sky because usually, like, cars hit them or whatever, and, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, there were just like hundreds of birds just littering the street because they just died in midair because they died of old age. And the one guy, Adam, he goes, yeah, because they had to get their batteries changed. How else do you think that the pandemic started? It was like a whole joke. But like, I was like, oh my God, like that makes sense.
They sound like future birds though, so they don't have like the normal like tweeting like melodic noise to them when they're all together. It kind of sounds like a lot of like squawking. It sounds like
it's the Twitter notification.
It's the Twitter notification. You can just hear Twitter and Discord notifications off the wall. Like,
joke's on you. I have my phone and everything on mute. It's literally, my phone has, like, ever since I've gotten a smartphone, even when I had a fucking flip phone, I had it on silent. And it's even funnier because I have custom ringtones and text tones. So
Oh, that's how you know to always answer for me. That's cute. Okay.
no, because like I said, everything is on silent. So I just see your name and I answer you, but everybody else go fuck themselves.
Okay, so while you're hearing like all of these like animals around you, you get a ping on your phone. Do you answer it? Do you just let it go and continue walking?
Oh, I mean, I like take my phone out of my pocket and I look at it.
When you look at it, your client says, I think probably around like 40 meters in front of you. Like that's all it says. Like just keep going straight, essentially.
I didn't tell him that I was going in the woods.
Well, he kind of sent you that direction, so he already knew where you were.
Yeah, but he didn't get the confirmation that I had actually gone in the woods.
Yeah, well, maybe he didn't need it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Suspicious.
So while
Don't be suspicious.
don't be suspicious. So while you're continuously walking, I assume that you're going to continue walking after that.
Pretty much, yeah. And I'm just going to be like looking around at the different things that are around me, and I'm like, yep, that is probably not the same tree that I've seen. I don't know.
As you're walking, you feel kind of like a thrum in your chest. And do you look down at your chest at all when you do that?
I probably put my hand on my chest and think like, oh man, that doesn't feel great.
Just so you know, just like this is not for like in-dream character Oswald, this is for Kyle's information. Where you're putting your hand is where your necklace would be if you were awake.
Do I like remember that as Oswald, or
you can give me a fortitude or awareness check to find out.
To keep the joke running and to run it into the ground? Where is awareness?
God damn it.
Roll to perceive where your awareness button is.
Yeah, should I do a perception check to see if I know where awareness is?
I'm about to give you some awareness if you don't shut the fuck up.
Hold on, I have to.
Guys, we gotta stop her. She's not gonna level us up.
I have to take my
It's been 25 years.
It's been 84 years.
Ridiculous amount of D6s.
I'm probably going to level you up after this session. I'm not gonna lie.
Straight up, fuck yeah.
So awareness, I get a plus 13 to that. That's a 24.
Okay. No. My answer to that, okay. No. I have set ones for the first time in forever of what you guys need to beat for those. Okay. So no, that did not fit. So no, you just feel the thrumming in your chest then. Okay. You don't know exactly, you just feel it. It doesn't feel like it's your heart. It feels like it's kind of outside your body though.
All right. So I'll just be like, that's kind of weird, but oh well. And then I keep walking.
As you keep walking, you start. It's almost like ambient noise, and then it starts getting closer into your own ears, where you hear, and you might recognize the voice. We'll see if you do once I do them. What do you mean you're leaving me? That's no, you can't. You are my second hand. You can't just leave me. Though I do run this dreamscape, Peter, you cannot leave this. This is our home. This is everything we dreamed it would be. It was everything you would dream it to be. This is your home. You have made it good for you. You have not made it good for all of us. And there are more gifted out there that need our help. And you are just promptly ignoring them. They are not of our realm. Maybe once they pass over the veil, they can come over here. But no, there's so much at stake here. The veil is very, very sensitive, Peter. You can't just go about your day and just let this... You can't just let your magic go rapid. All magic is all shared. You and the other 13, they're all shared between each other. I can't just let one of you go, because then it's going to all break apart. That seems more of a you problem, Morpheus. That doesn't seem like a me problem. And that sort of gets out of your head. As you continue to walk, you hear, probably from the next thing, I forgot his name, because I'm an asshole.
How dare you?
Oh, it's not like it's been, a month since we recorded.
No, it's a very long time since we even heard this NPC's name, so...
Niall.
Are you talking about, like, back in the James days? The
Yes.
James era?
Got it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's why I said it's been a while since I used this NPC's name.
God. Is it Mr. Electric?
No, it was Dimitri.
Oh, holy shit! That's the dude that Oswald punted, didn't he?
No,
I punted an old guy.
No, Dimitri was the one good Dreamweaver that we met at that hot spring that you got down and dirty with Dreamhood.
Holy cow! Oh my God, that's been... Oh shit! Damn.
I'm trying to add more to the plot and story. Still, after 2 years,
You're trying to tie up the loose ends. You're trying to make it work.
I'm only doing with what I'm given. You hear Peter, and you hear Winston just go, Dimitri, what would be the best form of action for this? I mean, Peter's gone. I don't know where to find him. I've tried tracking him. I've tried talking to him. I've tried going to his new cohorts. Do you know he took, 11 other Dreamweavers with him? All ranks are so low right now. I don't know what's going to happen to the Dreamscape and all the people that inhabit it. And Dimitri, you can hear sigh and go, Peter, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if we need to find more allies. I don't know if we can use people of the Dreamscape. Everyone in the Dreamscape, unfortunately, is a little bit too loosey-goosey. They won't understand the meaning of war. They've never had to deal with it. They've never had to deal with famine. They've never had to deal with any form of harm. And that's just not something they've ever had to worry about. And Peter, I keep saying Peter, and Winston in the background just goes, everything's too loosey-goosey, wimbly-wombly, and I can't get a handle on anything. I can't find him, Dimitri. That's dangerous. Have you tried the mortal well? The mortal well. Are you kidding me? The mortal well. Do you know that they have destroyed themselves over and over and over again? From what I heard last time, there was a nuclear war. Are they even there? Are they even have any left? Dimitri just yes, from what I heard, there was a lot of chemicals and explosions, and now there's more gifteds over there than there was ever before. So maybe he's over there. He said something to you about gifteds, right? He's like, yes, he did. Oh, no, okay. That sort of fades from you. And are you continuously walking, Oswald, or are you stopping to listen to everything?
I mean, continuously walking, but I'm also going to be looking around to see if this is just a Cheshire Cat moment where I can't see it, but I can hear it.
It is definitely a Cheshire Cat moment where you can see it, where you can hear it, but you can't see it.
Okay.
Can you give me just any form of an awareness, or just more of an awareness check?
I guess. Oh, wow. Your dice are rolling like shit.
Well,
Oh my god.
I got a 4 plus 13, so that's a 17.
17. Okay. If you look to the side of you, you see a couch and it's empty, and it's just a couch in the middle of the forest. You don't know where that couch is from, but you feel like you've seen it before. And while looking at that couch, do you stop to look at the couch, or do you just keep moving?
I like stop to look at the couch for a second, and I'm like, I remember someone telling me not to go up a set of stairs in the forest, so I can't imagine sitting on a couch in a forest is any better.
So as you say that to yourself, you then see another shadowing that looks like you. Like it almost looks transparent. Like you can see through him, but it's definitely you, of you looking exhausted and just depressed and just going to the couch and just sitting on it. And in the moment you try to sit on the couch disappears and you're on the floor. And that scene just keeps going over and over and over again.
It's just Peter fucking with me.
Oh.
Oh, do you remember?
I heard that wrong in my head. I heard, oh, that's just Peter fucking me. Well.
If any of you remember what episode that is from, you are awesome. But you just keep seeing that over and over and over again, essentially, and you can take with that information as you will.
Okay.
I'm going to move back to Remy while you continue your descent into your forest. So, Remy, as you're walking further and further to where you assume you need to go, you're just kind of walking aimlessly and listening to these whispers of your past that just keep hitting points where you're like remembering things. There was one time where your parents thought you were asleep when you were around 6, and suddenly this conversation comes back, and he's just like, you can just hear your father go, I'm scared. Why are you scared? I'm scared that she's going to be too powerful for her own good. Why are you afraid of that? Why are you afraid? What? She's just going to have one power just like you do. I did her power tests while she was sleeping the other day. Okay, and with how strong her power levels are, my love, she's going to be one of the strongest mutants that this at least it's gonna be, she's gonna be one of the strongest mutants of what exactly? Of the entire SCSC. And I don't know what that means. So I think we just have to shield her from any form of mutants because I can't see her get hurt. So I understand. I still believe that we should tell her and we should train her because you're going to be on that for me for the rest of my life. And every time you ask me, the answer is going to be no. Okay, fine. This is kind of the last one that you kind of remember, like, putting away. Not this one, the next one that I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
and it's
great.
And it's when you were the age of like 12, 13. You were just sort of coming into your own. Your dad stopped being as present in your life. Like he would still like try to go to your like dance recitals and like your in any sort of like science competition that you were a part of, anything that had to do with your intellect, anything that had to do with your talents, anything like gymnastic skills. He would go to, like, he would come like in a few minutes late, but he would like attempt. There would be an attempt to get there to see you. At this point, he's kind of fallen off from doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you started seeing less and less and less of him. And I'm sorry if you see me scrolling down your thing.
That's okay.
I always forget your mother's name, I'm going to be honest.
That sounds very suggestive, by the way. I'm sorry if you see me scrolling down your thing.
Sorry, I'm just scrolling down Remy's body. No one, everyone excuse me.
It tickles. God.
What was your mother's name again?
Renee.
Renee. See, I always want to go like, her name was Monet, and I was like, that's Remy's middle name, you dumb bitch.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Doesn't matter how many times I write that, I will forget.
No, it's okay. Okay, so this is how you can remember Bella's mother's name in Twilight.
Fucking hell. That's hysterical, but that might actually help.
Because anytime I like think about it for a second where I'm like, okay, what's her name again? I think of Renesmee, and then I'm like, oh yeah, her name's Renee.
That's hysterical.
Just proof that I'm a fucking child with adult money.
Okay, so yeah, your dad stopped basically coming to things. Your mom would do her damnedest, but as she said to your father in the past little things that you've heard, she is the smarter one. She is the one that has kept Jeanette Astoria close, which means she is trying to keep Jeanette Astoria's eyes off you, which means she is doing her job to keep her daughter safe.
Hence why I don't have mommy issues.
No, it's just daddy.
Because we were all very smart and based our characters' trauma on our own trauma.
Well, if I did, then I would still have mommy issues.
The amount of accuracy that statement was.
Yeah.
I love how, by the way, can I just say, Britton, you have been here for a while and you understood the assignment perfectly, and that's all I'm gonna
I think it's because literally everybody, when they make their first character, uses it to deal with their trauma. And then all the other characters are just for funsies.
You're being a little loud, you know that, right?
Am I? Oh, I thought you literally meant. Literally meant.
I didn't mean literally.
I was like, oh, do I need to adjust the mic volume?
Incorrect loud.
Incorrect version. You just need to shut the fuck up with your right facts.
Yeah.
So, Remy, you hear this
Fake
is the
news.
this is kind of like the last thing you remember before, like, basically, you don't know what exactly happened to these memories, but you know you've heard all of these conversations before. It's a very quiet day in the kind of household, so you don't really you can hear from the background in the forest of just like things being cleaned by the maids or like different things being tinkered with. So it's kind of like that background ambient noise of just a household, very quiet, very kind of still, rather than it sounding like a forest.
Mm-hmm.
And your father comes into the door looking sweaty, looking like he's had a run for his money, looking like he's gone through it. And he has his suit that he's wearing, he's normally very well put together. His suit that he's wearing has like slashes in it. His glasses look like there's a tiny crack in it. He just doesn't look like he's put together. And from behind him, a little boy peeks out. Like, this is what you remember in your head, but you can like hear it around you. A little boy peeks out from behind him. He looks around the ages of 13. He's like 13, 14 at this time. Blonde hair, like light dusting of freckles, one red eye and another that's green on the other side. And he's sort of hiding behind Augustus in a way. And you hear, "Who's she?" And Augustus goes, "Oh, this is my daughter, Remy. Don't do anything that would scare her. She is not like you." And he goes, "Okay." And he looks at you, and instead of like a smile that you were expecting from another like young tween your age, he just looks like he has an attitude on his face. Like he doesn't know why he's here. He's like not prepared for it. And he goes, "I'm going to take you to the other headquarters in a little bit. I just need to stop here to grab something and change because you and Rodney took me for a loop." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Okay." And you see him and goes, "Remy, have fun with Robin for a bit, okay? I just need to go and do show him your books or something." He walks away, and you hear from the forest. He goes, "Hi," and your little voice just kind of goes like the little "ha" back. But you can like, if you want to like do this scene so you can know what you're hearing, you can totally do that with little Robin.
Okay. Straight up, when I first heard this, I immediately was transported to the scene in Frankenstein where his parents introduce Elizabeth and they're like, "This is your new sister and future wife." And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, oh no.
This is your wife. Oh.
This is your wife and your sister. What?
Alabama.
Alabama.
God, fucking messed up. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just look at him and I'm just like, "So, what do you do?"
I just kind of got out of and you see him flinch a little bit. He's like, "Doctors with, I guess, your dad." I call him Augustus or Professor.
We're like 11, 12, 13. That's the
You're
age
like
that we're in.
He's probably around 13, 14. You're 12, 13-ish.
Okay. So I'm trying to like think of, God, what the fuck did I do for entertainment when I was that age? Jesus Christ. I look at him because he's like saying like the doctor weird, and I'm just like, "Oh, did you have to go and get your shots? I don't like shots."
You don't like shots?
No, they're gross.
Yeah, no, I agree. I kind of have a thing for needles now. And you're taking notice of his one red eye, right?
I would imagine so, because Remy is astute, even as a child.
All right, cool.
They never called her Sherlock for no good reason. I, in typical child fashion, I immediately point at his eye and I'm just like, "Is it because you got pink eye? Is that why you had to go to the doctor?"
No, this is just a part of my face now.
What do you mean a part of your face?
What do you mean a part of my face? It's a part of my face.
It just looks like you got an eye infection. I don't know where you've been.
It lights up. Are you okay?
I don't know. Are you okay? You're the weirdo who's in my house.
Wait, so if
I'm
it lights
just
up,
trying to be nice.
if it lights up, does it happen to light up pink?
No.
Okay, because if so, you could call it pink eye.
Chibi Oswald shows up for the first time in history.
Absolutely shows up in your memory for like, wasn't there at all.
I'm so happy.
Was there when he needed to be.
I'm so happy I have the same demeanor of a 14-year-old boy sometimes. So here we go.
Okay. Okay. Just like, "You're weird."
You're weird. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with you. Clearly your mom didn't teach you no manners.
As soon as you said something about his mom, he goes, "Don't talk about my mom. You don't know anything about her."
Do I say the sassy-ass comment that Remy almost said out of my mouth, or do I act like a pristine child?
That's on Remy. That's not on me.
Okay, Remy would say the asshole comment. So I look at her and I go, well, clearly she raised an asshole.
He looks at you.
And then this is like the first time Remy curses in her life, and she's clearly like,
The first time Remy curses.
yeah, because her dad's not around. She wants to curse.
Oh, God. He looks at you and goes, "My mom died in front of me."
And she thinks for a second. She's like, well, nothing that traumatic has ever happened to me before. Yet. Yet. Foreshadowing. And she just goes, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And then she like looks really awkward around the room and she's like, do you want to play with? And she's trying to like find something that isn't like doll, stuffed animal, doctor, chemistry set related. And she's just like,
oh God, you have everything that triggers him all over in the same area.
I know. And I'm just like, you want to watch me do a flip? And then I do a flip.
I think she should roll to see how well she does the flip, and if she breaks her neck.
You know, Kyle, I agree.
This is like high time when she's in like her gymnastic phase, because remember she did gymnastics all the way up through high school. So I don't know, like I guess just roll straight agility. First
as
roll,
opposed to
okay.
agility.
Yeah, as opposed to gay agility. That's a 9 on the dice plus 10, 19.
Okay, so yeah, you did a pretty good flip. It wasn't like anything like you did like a double backflip or anything. It was just simple flip.
I just do like a basic flip, and I'm like, ta-da!
Let me roll something for Hood real fast.
Roll for horniness.
Though he is 14, no. Let's do okay.
And the fact that Hood and Remy dynamic now is just so funny, and the fact that she had no idea of who he was when they first met is even more hysterical.
Okay, so he goes, "Oh, that was weak," and he does kind of like a back handspring that leads into 2 backflips, and then kind of just like stands in your front foyer area as he did that, looking at you deadpanned.
She sticks her tongue out at him and goes, "Show off."
He goes, "Yeah, that's my one good quality."
And then
showing off
in true kid fashion, she then points to like the stairs and she goes, "I dare you to do a backflip off the stairs."
He's looking at the stairs, looking at her. He's very much considering it. And all of a sudden you see Professor Lancaster, aka Augustus, walk in. He goes, "All right, okay, we can go back to the warehouse now." And he looks at how far Robin is away from you, Remy. And he kind of sees him glaring at you. And he looks back at you, Remy. He goes, "Remy, what did you do?"
"I didn't do anything. He's the one being a jerk."
He looks at Professor Lancaster. Robin looks specifically at Professor Lancaster and says, "She called me an asshole earlier." He goes,
"I did," and she turns around with like red face, like burning hot, and she goes, "I did not," and stomps her foot.
"I'm gonna have a talk with you when I get home." And he goes, "Come on, Robin, we need to get back to Rodney." He goes, yeah. And they just sort of leave you kind of alone in the house again, where it's just utter silence, and you can still hear like the maids kind of working and dripping and kind of just like fading away.
That was
fun. As you walk further and further into the forest, you can kind of like hear this stomping. And can you give me a awareness check?
Where's my awareness?
I'm going...
I know where my awareness is.
In typical Allie fashion, I'm going to sit on your face is what's coming out of my mouth.
Ooh la la. That is a 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay. You look down and suddenly your outfit that was like the cozy sweater and like jeans and probably like cute little like half booties from Christmas have changed into kind of, your hair is kind of more of an updo. You have a brown bandana on. You have kind of more of like puffy sleeves, and the shirt kind of turns into a corset style top that's brown and goes down into like a brown dress almost. And if you look on around your feet, you have kind of little mice trailing you.
Oh, great. I'm Cinderella. And then she shouts into the forest because I have a feeling she is just getting more and more annoyed with all this shit that she can't remember but can remember. And she's like, great. Now I got rats.
If you want to do another awareness or fortitude check so you can see if you can kind of tell what's going on, you can totally do that.
I can. I will do a fortitude check because that's higher. That's a 7. All right, I got a 9 on the die plus 7, 16.
So you feel like a tickle in the back of your brain where it's just like, I know something's going on, but I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far as you get.
So then I shout up into the forest, I don't know what kind of stupid fuckery you're trying to do, but I don't like it.
You don't know that somebody's doing anything. You can just feel like a tickle in your brain that something's going on. I'm just yelling
at the forest.
Okay. That's fair.
Because right now, the only outlet she has is yelling at the forest. She thinks the forest is doing it. In true dumb Remy fashion. Dumb, intelligent Remy fashion.
So you then start going forward more and more into the forest. And we're back to Michael and River. And River goes, do you, like, I'm going to guess you two are both just, like, sitting on the floor underneath the window at this point. Like, this is what's going on. There's a vibe going on where you're just chilling.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how I saw it. So, or either that or he's on the bed.
Okay, so she's just like, how long do you think we can stay here? And as she says that, you can notice, like, her voice gets a little bit higher. It's definitely not sounding like she's as old as she was when she first walked in here. Do you want to give me any form of awareness or fortitude or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me whatever you want to and tell me what.
That'd be another 17.
Okay. If you look over at her, her facial features haven't really changed, but you can tell she looks like she's getting younger. She doesn't look like the same age she was when you first walked in.
Do I look any different? Like younger or anything?
No.
No.
You have not changed.
Well, Red, I don't think we can sit here much longer. If we might have to go out and do something about those wolves or whoever's watching us.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't know. It seems like a lot, and I'm scared. I've been scared for a while.
I'll protect you, scared. Okay? I'll protect you, all right?
People say they're going to protect me, and then they leave. Like, all the time. Oh.
He's going to take her by the hand and start leading her, or try to lead her to the door.
She goes, no, they're going to hurt us. I don't want to get hurt. I'm tired of getting hurt. And and when she says that, she starts like glowing purple. And keep in mind, you don't know who River is.
Yeah.
This is a new person to you. So she starts glowing purple, and her eyes kind of go like that full glowy purple, and she like zaps out of it, and she goes, "You've been hurt too. You shouldn't want to go out either."
Yeah, but you have to be brave sometimes, and if you get hurt being brave, then it's just part of it.
But I just met you, and I don't want to. I'm sorry if my dogs are freaking out in the background.
How dare your dogs be dogs?
How dare my dogs be 1-year-old toddlers who don't know how to control themselves?
What a bunch of babies! What a bunch of cute babies!
They are. One's a brat. One is an actual baby. So
so you got you in dog form.
That's Delaney. Delaney is a brat.
Can confirm.
Can't confirm Delaney is brat. Savannah is total sweetheart. But River is just like, I just met you, and you seem really nice, and I don't want to lose anybody again, and it's really scary out there.
It might be, but why would you live your entire life in fear? Sometimes you got to be brave and take out fear one at a time.
Okay. I guess I can follow you out.
He'll grab the axe.
Okay.
On the way out.
As you two leave the cabin, you can hear howls and snarls, like as soon as you open up the door. And Michael, when you open up the door, it kind of like hits you like a flash. It doesn't smell like a forest when you open up. It doesn't have that fresh, like mountain pine smell to it like you would expect in the forest. It has kind of metallic and like sort of kind of smells like bleach and other forms of sanitation. And instead of there being birds, there's just medical beeping in the background, and it's coming from everywhere.
Oh boy. Okay. Is there, if I use, are my powers being activated, like my animal senses? Like if I try to activate them, they'll work.
Give me. I was looking at your stats. I'll go to mine so I can tell you. Give me a perception.
Perception, you say?
Perception, I say.
Aha! That's way better. 32.
You can feel energy stirring in your body. Whether or not you know what that energy is, that's up to you. I'm giving you that freedom as a character, but you can feel there's something under your skin that can be used to your advantage.
Under my skin.
Which I like to say is like any form of energy attached to your powers, because it's in you. It feels like this whatever you're having is a part of you.
Oh, I was about to say he's a chameleon.
I know, right? I was like, oh, I get a new power. I get a fourth power. Sweet.
I get a fourth power. Fuck yeah.
But is he a
Michael's the only
chameleon?
One. Michael's the only one.
He's gonna flash his eyes, and he's gonna try to use his sonar and his heat sensing abilities from his animal senses.
Okay. When you use your heat sensing, it's blank. There's no sense of any form of heat or anything radiating from anywhere. It is just simply blank. Your sonar, on the other hand, can hear that there are what used to be 2 wolves now sounds like 4 wolves very frantically circling this cabin in the woods. And just so you have like a clear picture of it, the cabin's in the middle of this, what I would like to call circular field. That's probably like 20-25 feet like in diameter, where there's no trees, there's only like grasslands, and then out from that circle is all trees. So out within that 20-25 feet like just field is just woods.
He's gonna look over at Frank and be like, "Are you ready too, little buddy?" Take that as a yes.
That is the only proper response. Also, if it sounds like I have more energy, I just had like a handful of chocolate covered espresso beans because that shit is good. I love chocolate covered espresso beans.
I left my coffee in the kitchen, so I'm like, oh, I should probably go grab that. Okay, so what do I gotta do to get the fuck out?
After we're done with this, you can go grab it. I promise. I have to go back to Oswald in a minute anyways.
Okay. So,
so as you...
Red, are you all right to go? You sure?
Her voice actually sounds like it's getting smaller. I don't... If you're around, then sure, but I'm...
He'll pick her up.
You can see
if
that
she's getting smaller, then he'll pick her up.
As she like looks like she's around 10 right now, and when you first saw her, she was definitely in her 20s.
Okay, so it's gonna be like he's got the axe in one hand and his other
just
arm.
a baby river. A baby river.
She's even smaller.
She goes, okay, yeah, I think I can. I think I can do this. This should be okay. Right?
We'll be fine.
Okay. And at that, I'm going to switch back to Oswald.
The dog is barking, by the way. So
God damn it, Lila.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stay unmuted for most of this, but I'll do my best.
If we have dogs in the background, I have dogs in the background. Oh well, we have lives.
How dare you have fucking pets?
How dare we have pets?
It's my mom's pet, and right now the only what?
I was literally listening to a mythology podcast, and the girl's cat literally came up to the microphone and was purring in it, so it's fine.
Legit. Okay, so I grew up with animals, and I grew up with very talkative animals that would bark at the slightest thing. Sophie never barks. Phoebe never likes to meow unless she wants food. Like, straight up, like, what have I done? What have I done to not have talkative animals? Have I been blessed?
Well, so Lila normally isn't that talkative, and she like never barks at me, never barks at my dad, never really makes any noise. But if my mom is ignoring her for any reason, she will just start going nuts.
Yes.
Because she's like super attached to my mom. So
the neglectful one.
Yeah, the one that like only half takes care of her.
Damn.
All right. So, Oswald, can you give me another awareness and or fortitude?
Sure. Oh, the dice didn't even roll. Fuck. It just fell and then just sat there. Okay. That is a 10 plus 13, a 23.
Perfect. You start getting this tickling sensation where the last thing you were actually remembering was you were on a couch in a home with a bunch of your now friends. And this wasn't where you were before.
Wait a minute. I can't think of a funny thing to go beyond that. So I'm just going to be like, I don't think this is where I was. This something doesn't feel right.
And as you think that, you can hear from inside the forest, Oswald, are you awake? Oswald, can you hear me? And it's like it's like further and further into the forest.
I'm currently sitting on a couch right now, so no, I don't really.
You're not sitting on the couch. That was Ghost you. That was watching you do it.
Oh, that was Ghost me. I thought you were saying I was playing out the memory.
No, you saw it playing out over and over and over.
I understand now.
Lila.
Jesus Christ.
Pay attention to your dog, Bonnie.
Yeah, no kidding.
My God. I've never, in my wildest dreams, ever met a nice Bonnie. They've all
You're
been
not
bitches.
going to here.
They've all been bitches.
You hear from farther in the forest, Oswald, Oswald, are you awake? Are you awake? Can you hear me?
Define awake. Like, what does awake even mean in a philosophical sense?
We're not going into philosophy here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Can you come towards my voice? This is a moment of sanity for me, Oswald. I need somebody to hear me.
I mean, I hear you. I just don't know where you are.
I follow my voice. It's ahead of you. You just need to walk forward, my man.
I'm not intentionally making it difficult, or am I?
I'm going to put a leash on you, and you're going to find your way here. That's what's about to happen.
Be careful. I might like that.
I'll tell Shade.
Chibi Michael pops up next to him. You do like that, huh?
I punch Chibi Michael. Do I roll for that?
Just turns into a Team Rocket. I'm blasting off again!
Yeah, right.
He goes further into the forest where you would be like, huh, where is he going? Okay, so you just have to walk forward.
I'll walk forward.
Okay. Oswald, when you walk forward, you move past a few trees and you see what looks like
someone just had to ring the fucking doorbell.
You see a small Yorkie screaming.
No, someone just had to ring the fucking doorbell. I heard it.
Yeah, someone ring the doorbell.
I'm so happy to have a dog that doesn't bark.
The worst part is, even after the person either comes in or leaves, she doesn't stop barking. She thinks she's like this, hot shit. I'm gonna beat you up.
Small dogs usually are. Small dogs usually think they're the shit.
I do not like small dogs. Suki is the only exception because she's like a 70-year-old grandma who's been smoking for 80 years.
You're not wrong, though. You're not
That
wrong.
perfectly describes your dog, Allie.
Yeah.
That perfectly
Whenever
does.
so she lost most of her teeth, so whenever she's asleep now, her tongue pokes out because she's happy. Okay, so you see Winston sort of looks like he's chained down. He's sitting on a tree stump. He looks like he's chained down to this tree stump. He goes, "Oh, thank God, Oswald. There's something going on. Peter has taken all of the dream magic. It's all gone. He has it all, and I don't know if he just went and gave it to his little Dreamweaver friends who I need them gone. And I don't have the power. I can't help you. I can't distribute this anymore. I don't know where your pants are. They disappeared after I got all of the magic. I don't know what happened. I did my best. I'm so sorry, but I'm
just
help.
standing there waiting for him to stop freaking out for a second.
Oh no, he's gonna be freaking out for a good 5 minutes.
Okay.
He's just like
5 minutes later.
He's breathing. He's just all I remember from the last 48 hours is this wild shift in who has the most power. So I guess Peter's now the leader of the dreamscape. I don't know exactly what happened. I am powerless. I am powerless, my friend. And honestly, the last thing I remember is being a lion in a weird Christmas special and then disintegrating.
How the fuck do you make that canon? How dare you?
I told you everything in those holiday specials are fucking half canon, man.
Next thing you hear creeping out of the woods. Hello, I'm trying to see if anyone wants to admit what they truly want for Christmas. Jesus fucking Christ.
So wait, do I know that I'm like in a dreamscape situation?
Yeah, because on that 23 you became aware, which is why Winston suddenly became he was kind of able to show himself to you.
Okay. So
this was him basically giving his last bit of energy to let anybody know this is what's going on.
Okay. Since I know that I'm in a dreamscape, can I like materialize some bolt cutters?
Every time you do this, you fail, but I will definitely give you the give me an intellect check, my dude. We'll see.
Okay, well, to be fair, until recently I had 0 plus 0 in intellect. Now I have a plus 8. So
He's learning.
okay, 16 plus 8. That's what, 24? I'm actually rolling normal rolls
16
today.
plus 8? Yeah, that would be 24.
You can materialize something small. So whatever something small you want, you can.
Is there like a small saw that can go through chains?
You could materialize a small key to open the lock.
No, but I want to make it difficult for myself.
Okay.
That's Kyle's skill. Is him making everything more difficult than it needs to be.
Let's see.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm looking up tools right now.
Small saw.
Yeah, can I materialize the Sunjo 24V HCS LTE P1 24 volt ion plus cordless handheld chainsaw?
This is just like the fucking knives.
I'm gonna say this is on brand. This is actually on brand with what's going on right now. You send me a link in the Discord and I'll say yes or no.
Okay.
Send it in the main
Hold on.
Discord. I want to see this shit.
Oh, I'm gonna send it in the main Discord. Hold on.
I just need to see the actual, like, how big it actually is.
It's a handheld chainsaw.
I need to see it, I need to see it, my dude. I don't care.
Hold on, I have to open up Discord. It's only $57. It's 36% off.
I can tell you right
God.
now, it's probably a piece of shit.
Probably.
Hence why he can easily material. Oh my god! What a baby!
I wasn't kidding. It's literally a handheld pruning chainsaw.
Baby's first chainsaw.
4.5 stars.
Wait, hold on. Let me read the reviews on this, actually.
I'm going to say no for the fact that actually you can materialize it, but it will not be charged. Like, that's what I'm giving you.
I was about to say, can you
That is definitely a
materialize
piece of shit.
everything
is-
but the charger?
Everything but the battery.
This is
You have
definitely a
the oil,
piece of
you
shit.
have the chainsaw,
No.
you don't have the battery.
Well, I don't know
Why
that
don't
the
you just
battery's
get
not in
hedge
there.
trimmers?
Yeah, I don't know that the battery's not in there. So I put the chainsaw to the chain and I'm like, fuck.
MacGyver this shit. All you need is bubble gum
Winston,
and a paperclip.
could you materialize me a 24 volt ion battery, please?
Oswald, what part of I have no powers are you not getting?
Well, I don't know. Without that battery, it's going to be hard getting you out. As I'm
Someone-
staring at the lock that I could have just materialized a key for.
Someone didn't have their chocolate covered espresso beans.
So yeah, if you want to make it canon, you do choose to materialize that. I will let you, but there is no battery. You get the oil and you get the chainsaw.
Cool. So I will just start sawing at the chain with the chainsaw with no battery.
Just, oh my god.
Even
I'm
Britton
judging
is
you
just
through
like-
this.
Even Britton is like, God fucking damn it, Kyle.
What,
I told you what you
you're
need.
telling me you wouldn't materialize the Sunjo 24-volt HCS LTE P1 24-volt
Damn it,
Ion Plus
Kyle.
cordless mini chainsaw?
I like that. She's like, Kyle, this is going to be your season. Like, this is like, I'm going to give like a lot of the important parts to you. And Kyle goes like, I'm going to summon a chainsaw that will not work in Plebis.
I would just get a fucking axe. Get a fucking machete.
You know, Axe was the first thought. Axe was the first thought in my head, but then I was like, what are some other tools?
You have to give me another intelligence check if you want to materialize something else.
Yeah, I'll materialize the key.
Give me another intelligence check to see if you can do it.
God fucking damn
wonderful.
it.
That's a 9 plus 8. So what is that, a 19? 18?
17.
You materialize a key, but it's a key to a dream journal.
Just
Can I materialize the journal at the same time as the key?
Yes.
I'm
Does
going
it say Winston on it?
No, the journal just has like glitter on it, and when you open it, it has like a cute little magical tune, like those dream journals from the early 2000s.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I
have
want
a
to try
feeling-
materializing one more thing. Just an axe.
I have a feeling that this is plot armor that we're not supposed to get Winston right now.
Yeah, I know, probably.
Or it's maybe Kyle just choosing the wrong option and is now getting fucking is now facing the consequences of his own actions.
Can I try materializing an axe now?
You can do an intelligence check and see if you do it.
Okay. That is a 12 plus 8.
12 plus
20.
8. Okay. You materialize an axe, but it's probably one of the tiniest axes that you have ever seen in your life.
A hand axe is better than no axe. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'll just start chopping at the chain with that.
Okay, let me roll for chain.
Roll for chain.
Roll for chain. After like 2 or 3 whacks, you can get him free. And it took you 30 minutes to figure this out in game time, when this could have been the first option that you did. The dream journal still being on the floor, you kept it open, the music is still going.
Can I keep the mini chainsaw too?
Never know when you're going to need a
Knock
mini
yourself
chainsaw with no battery.
Exactly.
Knock yourself out. Knock yourself
What's
out.
funny is that the promotional kit doesn't even come with a battery. You actually have to buy the kit with the battery and the
I was
charger.
right to tell you you don't get the battery.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
love that
that's
for me.
why it's 36% off.
Yeah, maybe. Because the one with the battery is $74, and you can't even buy it from Amazon. You have to buy it from a third party.
That's
oh
hysterical.
my god, Jesus Christ. Fucking Jeff Bezos.
I love that I said you can't have the battery with it, and then also Amazon was like, you can't have the battery with it.
Also, the fact that you're still doing research on this thing.
It's still up on my screen. I have not shifted screens.
Dedicate your entire episode to this, my dude.
You should definitely name this episode Sunjo 24-volt HCS LTE.
I'm not going to. Kyle, this is how Kyle left the podcast. Like, I don't know what to do.
After this podcast airs.
Kyle,
That's the
both
name
Kyle
of the
and
episode.
Britton.
This is how Kyle left the podcast.
Exactly.
Hey guys, Kyle and fucking Britton.
You know
Kyle
how
and Britton are on Rainbows and Razor Blades. Kyle's about to only be on Rainbows and Razor Blades.
Guys, you know how James left us back in such and such, and this time, well, we had to kick Kyle out because he was too obsessed with a chainsaw.
A handheld chainsaw, specifically the Sunjo. Come on.
I'm going to kill you.
Hey, I didn't read the entire name this time.
You know
But,
what?
like, why
I'm
would they sell
going
a
to nickname.
promotional kit without the battery? That's so dumb.
You know what? The perfect
Okay.
nickname for this chainsaw
Do you
is
like licorice,
Sunny
Dexter?
D.
Sunny D, yeah.
Because it's shitty orange juice for a
Dexter
shitty
just came and grabbed
chainsaw.
a licorice out of my mouth that I was trying to
Beautiful.
eat.
What a
Nice.
mood.
He's like, nope, this is
All right.
mine.
Okay. All right. So Oswald gets not Oswald. Wow. Winston, you fucked me up. Winston gets up and he sort of like rubs his arms from being chained down, and he goes, Oswald, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to last here, but I need you to remember everything I say, because sometimes you are very bad at remembering. Like a lot.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of things.
Look, just because I couldn't remember what I had for dinner last night does not mean that I'm bad with memory.
At some point, I don't blame you. At some point, your trauma has really fucked you up and fucked up your memory like tenfold. I'm going to need you to remember this like your life depends on it. Do you understand?
To a degree, yes.
All right. I need you to go to someplace other than Anchorage once you get out of here. I don't know when you're going to get out of here, but you need to, once you awaken with the others, you're all asleep right now. You're all trapped in this other form of a hellscape that is not controlled by me. I cannot help you out of this. You need to leave Anchorage, go find another of the Dreamweavers, and you can either fight them and destroy them or convince them to come to your side. I don't know which one. You have two options, and that is the only way how you can start maneuvering your way through this. Do you understand me? There
Yes.
are too many Dreamweavers. There are too many Dreamweavers up against everything else, okay?
So I
I'm
open
going
up.
to kill you.
I open up the dream journal.
Hey now.
I'm writing
Hey
this
now.
down.
This is a dream.
That's all we can do without getting copyrighted by Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
Hillary
Yeah,
Duff,
so-
please send us a cease and desist letter because I would love your autograph.
No joke. If I have a letter from Hillary Duff, I would just be happy. That's it.
I know it's a restraining order, however.
I got a signature.
So you frame it and put it up on your wall, but that says that you shouldn't go near her. Yes, but
It's her signature.
This says that she's suing you for like $500,000.
just looking at it with like hearts in your eyes, like yeah.
But it's my restraining order.
Anyway, yeah, I open up the dream journal and I start writing this down. Does it like make any noises when I open it?
Again,
It sounds like those stupid like magical toys, like it had the wands that like Target that are just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Oh god! So it sounds like sparkly and shit when I open it.
It sounds like the embodiment of glitter.
Oh, good.
Oh my god. It is the sound of that wand that this is like a very specific niche. Those who know this, you know the wand that they sold when they were advertising and marketing toys for Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus.
Exactly, that one.
That
Yes.
exact
Believe it or
wand.
not, I was not paying attention to Barbie and the Pegasus movie.
No, but this is for like the audience, that very specific niche that knows exactly what I'm talking about. That wand, the moment you turn it on, that the sound. Yes, that is the one.
Okay, so he's just like, Oswald, I can feel myself fading, okay? Make sure you tell the others when you find them. I don't know what state they're going to be in. I cannot feel them like I used to. However, I do, when I come back, I was able to make something just in case when I am able to come back and help you. And he holds out a separate necklace, and this one has like a shiny blue stone. He goes, this is for your other friend. He does not have one. He needs one once we are all able to come back and talk to one another again. You must give it to him.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Jake, but now I realize you're talking about Michael. Got it.
Yeah, that took a lot of brain power, my friend.
I look around at the dream journal, the failed saw, and the baby axe, and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of at my limit.
Oswald, I am trusting you with so much right now, and I I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go. I have to go. It's not letting me stay here much longer. And then suddenly he just sort of poofs out of existence. Like he just sort of
Like, I don't feel good, Mr.
disintegrates.
Stark.
Yeah, it kind of disintegrates out of existence.
Cool. I think I saw that in a movie once. All right.
And do you wish to move forward into the forest?
Yes, but I make sure that I pick up the mini axe.
Just the axe.
Just the axe.
You're not doing the non-workable chainsaw.
I'm going to leave Sonny Joe behind.
Okay. All right. But you're keeping you're keeping the dream journal and you're keeping the axe.
Well, the dream journal is where I wrote everything down. So yeah.
Someone please send Kyle this dream journal.
Oswald, as you go further into the forest, the sun starts to go down. It starts getting darker and darker. And as you go forward, you're more aware of what's going on and where you are and kind of why you're here. With the axe and the it's kind of with the axe and the dream journal, it's kind of hard to tell what you sort of changed into. But you can feel your clothing start to change into a half sort of laced up tunic, kind of like green pants and boots. But as you're walking, there are beans that are kind of all, you notice that there's like dried beans that are like all around you. And some of them are glowing and some of them aren't. And you can either choose to follow them or go a different way.
Is it bad that when you said beans, my first thought was, hey, I'm back on bean TikTok.
God damn it.
I don't know how I made it to bean TikTok in the first place, but no, I guess I will follow the beans.
Okay. As you start following the beans, it gets darker and darker, and kind of like you feel this like faint glow of beans. Like you start seeing them, and they start like going farther and farther, and soon it just becomes like pitch black in this forest, and you hear kind of like the whooshing of something sort of running by you. And it keeps whooshing, whooshing, whooshing. And you can feel like there's more than one. And I need Remy, I need Michael, I need Oswald to all do a perception check.
Ooh, a perception check.
At least I can, I only have a plus 21 to perception.
I hear Sophie playing downstairs with Phoebe, and at least I hope it is. If not, I have an intruder in my home.
That's a nat 20. Fuck yeah.
I got a 29 total. I rolled an 8.
This new Dice Alley really loves 9s. But I stopped it from falling off, so that might just be me. But that's a 9 plus 8, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 29.
So Remy, you're sort of looking around at the mice that are under you, and they're kind of like they kind of have your attention right now. Michael and River got a she has a plus 18 to perception. She rolled a 14 on the dice, so she's like good to go. She clocks in Michael's arms because she's small right now. She clocks Remy, who is kind of at the edge of the forest, and she sees these like tiny little specks that almost look like pebbles start to like glow, and then sees Oswald. And I'm going to see if she... Okay, so she only remembers Michael right now, but she goes, who are they? And Michael, you've already clocked them before she even said anything. I'm going to say mostly because your sonar clocked them, and they were the only heat sources that you could pick up was these two people. So your nat 20 makes total sense. So I need you, Michael, to give me, let's say, an intellect check to see if you know who these people are.
Oh yeah.
Or-
Let's go.
Or an
Intellect
insight.
or insight. Okay, yeah, we'll roll insight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 25.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you see, for some reason, you know who Oswald is, and you know who Remy is, but you don't remember this cute little Red Riding Hood in your arms.
Well, he'll look over to, well, Red, that's Oswald, and he'll point to Oswald, and that's Remy.
Oh, they're good.
Yes, they're my friends actually.
Oh, okay. Oswald, you know who we are because you know everything now because of that 23. So you see Michael holding what looks to be a baby river, and you're just like, oh, she's small again. And you see Remy kind of just like fumbling with her mice. Do you want to do anything? Any of you?
So Baby River is 100%
in Michael's
River.
arms. Oh yeah.
Okay. Can I like roll intellect to see if I can like turn River back into regular River? But like I want to channel the power through the dream journal.
Sure, do it with advantage. That sounds book wild.
Yeah, because we're in the dreamscape dream journal. First roll was a 15. Second roll was a 12. So 15 plus 8 is 23, I think.
So she went from kind of 10 to 15. She didn't like go up all the way her age, but she did grow more while in your arms, Michael. And she goes, I don't know what's going on. I'm bigger now. Hi.
You see me open up the journal and like point it towards River, and then I like brace myself for this like power to come out, only to have this like basically laser pointer type energy come out, and it's like, oh, that was disappointing. All right.
Michael, do you want to do anything?
I was saying, well, I'll start walking towards Oswald.
Okay.
And put, if she's gotten bigger, I'll put Red down.
Okay.
Now, what's your name again? Do you remember it?
Mine?
Yes, yours.
Joy?
Is this where he can be like, oh, the aha moment?
You can give me a insight on that if you want to have the aha moment.
Aha moment. Let's see.
I'll give you insight on that just because I know it's better for you.
That's a 21.
Yes, you do have the aha moment.
Aha moment. Oh, your River. Got it. And he's going to put her down and pat her head.
No, I'm Joy. I literally just said I'm Joy.
You don't look very happy.
Fuck you. The happiest bitch on this planet. Remy, do you want to kind of refocus where you're at other than playing with your mice right now?
Sure. I'm like, I assume I'm like walking through, and I'm just like, fucking mice, and I'm like trying to not step on them, and like all around me, and I'm like, I just gotta get out of this goddamn forest, and I like look up and I see people, and I'm just like, ooh. Ooh.
Give me an insight or awareness so you can tell if you know who these people are or not.
All right, still rolling with the special new dice. All right, I'm gonna try to go with my highest one, which is an intellect, and that's a 7 + 7, 14.
A 14?
I don't know shit. Yeah, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you just know one of these people are very hot. That's about it.
But which one?
That's
the
on
man
you.
the man with a nub or the man holding a child?
The man's no longer holding the child. Okay. Do any of you guys want to do anything else before I call this?
I immediately, in true Remy fashion, I prepare myself and I just look at him and I go, who the ever living fuck are you guys? Just prepare myself.
When Remy says that, Oswald opens up the dream journal and starts writing down, Remy does not remember us. This could be a problem.
Hey, hi, ho, it's your favorite game goddess, Allie. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. If you aren't already, why not? It's the best way to talk to us, contact us, and yeah, all of that, everything. So follow us on Twitter at dice_drop. You can also join our Discord. Everything is linked below in our link tree. If you're looking for some new games via Green Ronin, you can always pop over to greenroninstore.com, use our code DiceDrop in the little promo code box, and save yourself some money on some new games. Have some fun, guys. It's real fun. Real good time. Making this outro short, next episode will be March 24th. And also, if you're Elena's friend, Sean, there's a message for you at the end after the bloopers. If you're not Sean and you want to listen to it anyways, hey, hi, hello. Okay, bye.
Also, before we start, it was my brother's birthday yesterday, so I'm gonna give him a big old shout out. Happy birthday to my bro. He spent the entire day at the Pittsburgh Zoo on mushrooms. So
Nice.
Oh, Lord.
yeah.
That sounds fucking great.
Yeah, this is also coming from the dude who fucked the entire girls' soccer team at my high school, and none of them knew about it. So my brother's
I think that was in the last blooper reel. I think that was in the last blooper reel of you explaining that, actually.
Yeah, this is the same guy, my friends. So straight up, my brother's my hero. He can do all the shit I want to do, but can't because I'm a bitch.
Okay, so God damn it! I like how it's not like an angry bitch. It's like I'm a literal bitch at life. That's what
I guess it's a fear kink. I don't know, but I'm just afraid of everything.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay, we're already unhinged today. We have not even started.
I'm also gonna be rolling the pretty dice, Allie.
Hey, this shout out goes to Sean, Elena's friend Sean, who we know listens to the podcast. We know that you asked for updates on the 7th Sea thing. After listening back to it, even with our raunchy podcast, I'm not putting it out. I feel bad for the horses, though.